Hey everyone, welcome back to Beginner Beauty Glow. Happy Friday. I am here to do another get ready with me. I hope everyone had a great week and is looking forward to the weekend. I know I am. Tonight, my family and I are going to a Christmas parade, so that'll be a lot of fun. I just wanted to show you guys, I got these super cute little keychains from Ulta yesterday. So it came with a little puffball thing, and it came with a hand cream and a lip gloss. And these were on sale for $2. And there was like 3 different scents, so I got all 3 of them. I just don't have them all with me right now, but I just wanted to show you really quick how cute these are. And for $2, how can you beat that? So I'm gonna I already gave my daughter one and I have one for myself. So this one I'll probably give to someone as a gift. But these are adorable. Just want to show you that. Anyways, let me get started. I feel like my camera or my lighting is completely off today, so I apologize. I don't know. I'm gonna try to open my curtain. No, that's not gonna do anything. I don't know what it is. I apologize, but I don't have a lot of time right now, so I can't like really get into it. So I'm sorry. All right. I'm going to go ahead and start off with my e.l.f. I already did my skincare, by the way. My e.l.f. Power Grip Primer with the 4% niacinamide. That was way too much, by the way, on my forehead. I mainly focus any primer that I put on just in my T-zone area. So, but yeah, I just put on way too much of this. That's all right. Not the end of the world. Just wipe my hands off here. Okay. I don't know. Does anybody know, like, can you see how this, I don't know if it's just like how it looks right now. I'm hoping once the video is done, it's not going to be like that, but how these lights are, it just doesn't look right to me. But anyways, just dry my face off for a second. I also have like a new little light on my phone that I got, purchased off another app, TT. I don't know if we're really allowed to use the words of other apps on these, so I try not to. I don't know the rules on those kind of things. But anyways, let me show you really quick. It's so nice and convenient. So it clips onto your phone or tablet, whatever you're using. Here's the light. I don't want to blind you guys. And then the light can change like different cool tone or, whatever you want it to be. So it's really nifty. I like that. Clip that back on here. Let me just change the lighting on this and just see what it does. It's really not doing anything right now. I think it needs to be charged, honestly. I'm just going to leave it alone because I don't know. I just did my lashes. Let me just decide what I'm going to wear my eyes. I will be right back. All right. I think I'm going to use my Moira palette that I used the other day in one of my videos. It's the Moira Chasing Eternity palette, and it's gorgeous. Look at that. Look at those colors. So I think I'm just going to do that today. Make it simple. I don't even think I'm going to do any like really any shimmers like I normally like to do. I'm going to start off with the lightest color, which is Fave. And I'm only going to put that in like the bottom part of my lid. What do you guys have planned for the weekend? Let me know. Let's see. Other than the Christmas parade tonight, I know we have my twin nephew's birthday party tomorrow. And that will be at a bowling alley, so we're really my daughter and I are looking forward to that. I think that was like the main things we had planned for the weekend. Just the Christmas parade tonight and then the birthday party tomorrow. Other than that, I don't think we really had much else planned, but I think that's a pretty good, fun-filled weekend. Of course, for my daughter, she thinks that we need to have something going on every minute of every day, which I don't have the energy for that. All right. And no, I didn't put any eyeshadow primer on. I don't know. I'm just like sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I mean, for sure, if I'm doing like a cat eye that day, I definitely put on the eye primer, but I'm not going to do a cat eye today, or a wing, I should say. So I'm not going to bother with the primer today. All right. I'm going to now, sorry. Let's see. I'm going to move on to this one here, and it's called Hopeful. I may do glitter or sorry, shimmer. Um, Not exactly sure yet. And I know this lighting is just horrible. But then again, this particular shade is also not like the most pigmented, darkest shade of this palette. So don't get me wrong, this palette is gorgeous. I really don't have much complaints about it, but this particular shade, however, is just very hard to work with here. I got my little Christmas snowflake earrings in. I wanted to wear something Christmassy for the parade. I didn't really have any like I didn't put on any like Christmas sweaters or anything, but I wanted to have something sort of Christmassy in. So, all right, now let's move on to, let's see, I think I'm gonna go in with this one here, which is called Goddess. I'm just kind of like getting darker as I go. Darken up my crease a little bit. I like this color. I can't believe that next week is Thanksgiving already. I am looking forward to that. An extra day off work. I actually don't have the day after Thanksgiving off. I'll still have time to do some shopping before I start work, but I don't have the day after off, unfortunately. I have the day of, just not the day after. But that's all right. No big deal. Still got an extra day off, so that's good. I'm content with that. All right, let's move on to let's do, I don't know if this one's going to be dark enough, but I'm going to try it. I'm going to try out the Infinite right there. I do think I used that one last time as well when I used this palette the first time, but that's fine. I'm going to try to go lightly just in case I want to backtrack. I'm just trying to darken up the outer area. I want to keep the inner area nice and light like it is right now. I'm just trying to darken up my outer corners with this. All right. I like that. right? Let me take a look here. I'm gonna try to just use this. I just want to blend those edges out so that they're kind of softer looking. The top edges, I mean. There, I think that's better. There we go. I like that. Okay, I'm gonna do a shimmer, but just more usually, if you guys seen my videos, I like to do a shimmer on the inner corner, but I'm trying to keep this look just kind of nice and light today. So I'm gonna do a shimmer on the outer corner today. And I'm gonna go with this one here. It's called Freeing. Look how pretty that one looks. There's so many pretty shimmers in this one actually, but I'm gonna do that one, I think. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just gonna do a just a light shimmer on the outer edge. Okay. I almost think that I should do something darker. I'm gonna do the other side here so that they're matching, but I may add a darker shade to a darker shimmer. My top lashes keep mixing at the bottom. All right. It's probably going to cover up what I just put on, but you know what? I'm going to just go for it. I'm going to put some Eternity, the shimmer here, on the outer corners as well. But again, I'm just going to kind of like lightly dab it in instead of like... If you don't have hooded eyes, be grateful. Because these things can be hard to work with sometimes. But you just gotta deal with what you got. So, usually we do a turkey for our family Thanksgiving. We are kind of doing a turkey this year, but not like, it's not going to be, our star of the show this year is going to be a ham more than the turkey. So, just for something different to change it up. All right, I'm done with the eyes. That's all I'm going to do for my eyes today. Excuse me. Let's move on back to our face. Obviously, we already got our primer on. That's ready to go. Okay, so I got the Lumi La Glow tint. This is shade 120 Neutral. I've never, and there goes my light. I guess I was right. It needs to be charged. So sorry about that. I wonder if it made my lighting better or worse. Anyways, I have never used this. I'm hoping it looks good. I'm not like a pro at any of this. So, and you know what? I'm also debating, I'm going to do my bottom lashes. Do I do that now or do I put this on first? You know what? I better do my bottom lashes first, I think. So let me do that really quick. I'm going to use my Tartelette Tubing Mascara. I have like a dry, scratchy throat right now. I don't know why. I'm loving this mascara. A friend of mine from TT that I met on TT, introduced me to this mascara because I was using another mascara on my bottom lashes, not my top. Obviously, I just use the lash clusters on the top. And every single time I would end up with the black marks under my eyes, and even if I was using a good waterproof mascara. She said, did you try out the tubing mascara? And I hadn't. So I tried this out and this is amazing. I have extremely oily skin. So even if I wore the waterproof mascara, I always ended up by the end of the day with the black marks from the mascara underneath. Nope. Not with this. This stuff is amazing. And I love how when you're taking it off at the end of the night, it's not hard because you are it kind of just comes off in like, I don't want to make it sound bad, but like chunks of it. It's not in a bad way. It comes off very easily, but stays on until you need it to come off. So I usually do 2 to 3 coats of this. All right, so I'm going to do the 2 to 3 coats and I will be right back. Okay, this is with the 3 coats of the mascara, so we're done with that. Now we will move on to the face. I apologize. I'm going to use, again, the Lumi Le Glow tint, and it's in the shade 120 Neutral. I have never used this, so I am hoping I do this correctly. So, I guess, let's see. How does this work? Why is it not coming out? Oh no, let's see. I don't want it to all of a sudden just like squirt out. Okay, okay. I think it's coming. There we go. Oh boy. All right, I'm gonna start off, I guess, kind of, I wonder if this seems to be shaken. It feels very liquidy. Maybe that's just how skin tint is. I've never used it, so. All right, let's start there. And I don't know if I should be using a beauty blender for this or if it's okay to just use a brush. But I'm going to just use my brush and we'll go from there. Now, I figured out that the reason why some of my products that I was applying were pilling is because I was not, or I'm not supposed to, I know this is going to probably sound dumb to a lot of you, because a lot of you probably know this, but I did not. You have to be careful that you're not mixing oil-based products with water-based products. And I think that is why a lot of my products were pilling at one point when I was blending it in. Now, it also could have been me over blending and making it pill as well. But I think that mixing the water base and oil base was a big factor in that. I did not know that. I didn't even think about it. But I was on ChatGPT one day and kind of like researching some things with it. And it did say you can't mix oil base and water base. I didn't know that, but I feel like I did a little research on if I use this Lumi Le Glow tint. First of all, it said it's water-based. I said, okay, that means I'm going to need a water-based primer. It said, this is all according to ChatGPT, so it could be wrong. It said this primer is water-based. So I feel like it's pretty, I don't see any pilling. It's not like the best base, but I don't see any pilling. So I think we're okay. And I like it. I love the skin tint so far. It looks really good. I know, like I said, my camera and lighting is not the best right now, but what do you guys think? I like it. I like the skin tint. This stuff gives a very nice glow. I really like this. And again, it's hard to see in person, but my skin is glowing so beautifully right now. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get my brow, or you know what? No, I'm sorry. I'm going to do my bronzer first. So, all right. I just wanted to share that tidbit of information about the whole water base, oil base, because I wasn't aware of it. I'm still learning so much about makeup and products and things that I should use and shouldn't use and what looks good on me, what doesn't look good on me. Although I'm going to use what I feel looks good on me. I do still try to kind of go with what, I don't know, what is shades and things like that that do go with me, if I'm making any sense right now. Speaking of which, I have this Morphe bronzer, which has been one of my favorite bronzers lately. It's the Sudden Heat one. It's in the shade Flicker. Sorry, I had to pause the video for a second, but okay. Anyways, where was I? All right, the bronzer that I use is in the shade Flicker, which, as far as I know, it is a cool toned bronzer. from what I've learned, I guess I'm been told I'm somewhere in between cool tone and neutral. Okay, so maybe that's why I like this bronzer on me, but anyways, those are the things I've been learning a lot about lately. Cool tone, neutral, like what tone am I? The I was looking at YouTube videos one day, like, okay, how do I know if I am like warm tone, cool tone, neutral, that kind of thing? Well, it said things like, oh, look at your veins and your arm, and another one said something about, oh, if you look good in gold, you're warm tone. If you look good in silver, you're cool tone. Well, in my, in my eyes, I feel like how can they go by that? Because that's more like an opinion, People, somebody could say, no, I look good in gold, but maybe they're cool tone. It just didn't make sense to me. Like, how can they go off something that's more of a matter of opinion? I don't know. Didn't make a lot of sense. But anyways, all of that to say, I found out that I am kind of like, somebody said neutral, someone else said kind of cool, kind of neutral. So, gonna use my Mega Stay Wet n Wild Brow Gel. I love this brow gel. It is just, I have nothing but good things to say about this brow gel. And it's, anytime you find a great product that works great and is also a great price, then I would say stick with it. All right, brows are browing, right? Let's do blush now. Let's see. I think I'm gonna do let's do I'm sorry, I'm just deciding here, you guys. Let's do a red, because I am going to Christmas parade tonight. And this is the Rare Beauty mini blush. So cute and tiny. It's in the shade, it's called Grateful, but it's obviously like a red shade. Pretty sure this is pretty pigmented. I can't really remember, but let's start off with a very small dot, and we'll build up if we need to. The one thing that I do love about this blush is it leaves like such a nice dewy look on the skin. That's the only Rare Beauty blush I own, just that tiny one. And I really am interested in getting more because I do love them. Just want a nice light little glow on the cheeks like that. Okay, so now we will do our highlighter. I'm going to use, let's do red and gold, right? Christmas. So I'm going to use my NYX Buttermelt highlighter, and it's in the shade Glaze It Butter. And I usually just use my finger to apply highlighter. Should I use a brush today? Let's use a brush. Why not? All right, so what brush should I use is the question. Where is that brush I used to use for my highlighter? All right, I'm going to just use this one. It's a very small one. I think this is a Morphe brush. I don't know. I can't read it right now, but I really hope I don't end up putting too much on with the brush. That's cute. Little on the cheeks. Every once in a while I'll put some of my Cupid's bow, but I'm only going to put it in like on the upper area here. I think it's cute to get that area a little glow. That's cute. I like that. I'm going to put some on my brow bone too. Okay. That is good. Let's do some setting spray. And then we'll do our lips. I'm going to use the Hard Candy Glow Unlock Setting Spray because I love the glow that this gives. And melt all those things together. I probably should have done like some setting powder, but that's okay. Let me just dry my face really quick. The most annoying thing is when your lashes stick together. Can't stand it. Okay. So, let's see. I got a new gloss from Ulta yesterday. And it's the Milani Keep It Full Nourishing Lip Plumper Gloss. It's in the shade number 12 Sparkling Pink. So I'm going to try to use this today. I'm going to go ahead and use my Moira lip liner. I love this lip liner. It's in the shade Rose Beige. So when I do my lip liners, I kind of do like a heart. So I do like a heart like that. Except the bottom is not going to be pointy. The bottom's going to have like a, you know, line up with my lip. But I do overline my lips this way. So I'm going to start on the top. See how I have like that? And then I'm going to do the same thing on the bottom. And this like way I'm putting it on is supposed to give you like a nice full lip look. So I did like a U basically. All right, and now I'm just going to connect on each side. This actually needs to be sharpened a little bit, so I'm going to have to pause that for a moment. Okay. But yeah, you guys don't sleep on the Moira products. They are amazing. Okay, so I'm going to color in a little bit just on the sides down here. So what I'm leaving open is those middle sections that I did. All right, so let me find something to put in the center, which is going to be like a little mauve type of color, but I just got to find a mauve color here, which is a reason why I really need to do some organizing on my lip products, because it can be difficult how I have them now to find what I'm looking for. Let's see, what is this now? This could work. Okay, well, let me see. Or this could work. You know what? This one will be easier. I'm going to stick with this. This is the NYX Filler Instinct, and it's in the shade Beach Casual. So I'm going to just kind of put it in the center areas now. So that's how we're looking. All right, now let's add the fun part, the gloss. If I can reach it. Okay. So this is again, the Milani. I've never used this Keep It Full Nourishing Lip Plumper. Well, sorry, I lied. I tested it out last night and it was a really pretty color. Just has kind of like a mint type smell. So obviously it's like a very nice nude pink color. All right, you guys. So this is the final look. I am pretty pleased with it. Just get my hair how it should be. All right. There's the lips. What do you guys think? Simple look. I like it. Turned out how I wanted it to turn out. Anyways, thank you guys as always for watching. Please, as always, make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and also leave me comments, like the video, give the video a thumbs up. Leave me comments if you have any tips for me. I love seeing your guys' tips and tricks. If there's anything I should know, anything I could do better next time, let me know in the comments. And I will see you guys in the next video. Have a great Friday.